Hello guys, this is Ramon Gracia from the United States, Washington State, and I'm here to talk to you about Reverb. We'll be using Reaper 32-bit as our DAW, and we'll be looking at the Algorithmic and the Convolution plugins. So first off, you'll be looking at a track that you want to add reverb to, and this button here called Effects is what you'll be clicking on. It will bring up a search window, and I just happen to know that if you type into this filter the word verb, it will bring up the reverb plugins with Reaper. The first two come with Reaper. The first one called Reverb is meant to be applied to a track. Reverberate is more for a total mix. And I have to go out and download Reverberate LE from Liquid Sonics for our Convolution plugin. But right now, we'll start with Reverb, the simplest we can get. It starts with a wet and a dry signal, a width, a pan, and pre-reverb. Just like with compressors and the other plugins, this is a look ahead kind of feature. And in this window right here, we can go ahead and add the type of reverb we want to start using. It has several options. And for algorithmic, we're going to use the reverb generator. At the top, you can see the spectrogram of what the sound is going to be visually looking like. And on the right, you can see a bunch of sliders that should look pretty familiar now. Starting position is talking about when the reverb will kick in after the initial sound hits. The length, how long is it going to go on for? The volume, how strong should it be in relation to the original sound? Room size is how big the room should be virtualizing, or what kind of a room you're in, how big. Dampening, how much diffusion do you have of the sound once it hits the virtual walls? And the stereo width, how much range do they have left to right and ahead of you? So let's go ahead and start playing the track, and we'll start playing with these faders. So room size, keep playing it. You can really hear it when you turn dampening down, it'll be the same. And stereo width will control how much it goes towards the center. As we turn it down, oops, way more towards the center versus bringing it down. Alright, so that is the simplest version of the reverb you can get. Everything should look familiar here from the lesson. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the Convolution plugin. Here's your impulse reflection section, which should look familiar as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the dry so we can hear this pretty well. It's set to Cathedral 1. It has a bunch of different types of sound spaces it can emulate. Cathedral 1 being with a very high length, so it'll just keep echoing. The sustain is high, the hold is high, and we can start listening to it. And so to make it smaller, we can shorten the reverb, not make it hold as long, and sustain is less. This will sound like a smaller room. And being smaller, we can turn it down even more. Alright, so that's the basics of it. Here's what a plate looks like. Here's what a medium hall would look like. You can see the form changing. And even a drum studio. Now, as you notice, in this particular plugin, you don't really see the dials moving, but the waveform is. And it also comes with an EQ where you can turn up your gain, your frequency, and you can select the type of filter you want to apply, low shelf, low cut, or peak filters. But anyway, that's basically all the time I've had. I hope this gives you an idea of the kind of plugins you can use. Once again, it comes with 2 plugins, and if you want convolution, go ahead and load up this Reverberate LE from Liquid Sonics as well. Alright, I'll see you guys for the final week next week.